Life eats death. They moved on and off the road, trying to travel in the dark, mostly to keep from being spotted by yellowcaps. It was less cold, not even freezing tonight. A painful hope kept rising in Ghost's stomach. Their footfalls smushed into softened, rotting sticks. Caraba showed them how to walk quietly, how to move sticks without rattling the leaves. Ghost picked it up fast, but Buddy scoffed and gave up. They huddled down when they crossed the windy fields, then relaxed and slowed through forests. There was a surprising amount of traffic on the road. Whenever they neared it, Ghost felt a relieving mortal tension, a familiar feeling that made him feel competent and comfortable again. There was supposed to be a choking hand, fate, forcing down the joy and life of everything. Everywhere Ghost looked, there was life and hope blooming through the damn snow. Mushrooms, rose hips, the snow itself melting into their flasks for them to drink. Life ate death. Hope hurt, like old man's kindness. Caraba had started telling them jokes, repeating puns Grime had told him with admiration in his eyes. Ghost could tell that Caraba was just overflowing with happy feelings. He had a ridiculous amount of happiness for someone who had just been traumatized, had his ribs broken, and was so hungry right now. That contradicted with everything he knew about humanity. And I was like, "Bro, do you have a death wish?" Caraba was laughing while he spoke to Buddy. And he was like, "Yeah." Buddy snorted. "That is exactly him." Ghost looked back at them, nervous about how loud they were being. "You talking about me?" "Haven't you been listening?" Caraba laughed. "I was talking about when I captured you." Ghost tried to smile, but his stomach tightened at the memory. "I was a freaking badass. I wasn't even scared with no ammunition," Caraba said. "You were scared." Ghost was glad they couldn't see his clouded face in the gloom. He'd been fucking terrified when Trike came up and grabbed him. "Bro, I was chill." Ghost shrugged in his tone. He was copying one of Caraba's phrases. The other two had caught up. Buddy punched him in the arm playfully. "Ghost ain't scared of shit," she said. "Yeah," Ghost smirked, watching the path. "We're getting close to a mobile home park," Caraba said. "We'll need to sneak around it." "Why not loot it?" Ghost said. "We need camping supplies. It's gonna be too cold to even stop tonight." "There could be people there, though," Caraba said. "You know how dangerous it is to approach unknown groups." "They won't have to know I'm coming." "Listen, Ghost, if you're going, I'm going," Buddy whispered hoarsely. Ghost shook his head. "Buddy, look at this man." He gestured at Caraba's slung arm. "He couldn't do shit." "Thanks," Caraba interjected. "You know I can do better on my own," Ghost said. "So I have to stay back and let you go off again?" Ghost tilted his head at her like, "This again?" He knew she could see it because they were on the edge of a huge field, so there was more light. "Buddy, I have been doing this since I was 11. Don't tell me you suddenly don't trust me now." At her silence, Ghost glanced at Caraba, who nodded in agreement with him. Buddy rolled her eyes. "You're afraid of killing now, right? What if you needed to and couldn't?" "What makes you say that?" Ghost said. "You freaked out after killing your dad?" Buddy said. Ghost shrugged. "I wouldn't worry. You saw it. I had to kill Old Man to intimidate those shivers." He clenched his teeth. "I guess I can." "That was why?" she said. "Shh, not so loud." Caraba flapped a hand at her. "Fine," Buddy said. "I'll follow in 8. Ghost nodded. She always followed him in 8 minutes when they were infiltrating a building. This was going to be similar. Caraba undid his machete and held it out, handle first, to Ghost. "For the brambles." Ghost swung it, testing its feel. He'd never used a machete before, and nodded with a small smile. Then he walked away down the road. Ghost heard them chatting softly as he went out of earshot. Their voices were oddly comforting, even though he was leaving.